clicking on the text tool and then clicking and dragging a box on the screen, you can type your message and then click outside the box to apply the type to the screen. If you'd like to change the font, simply click on the font icon, make your changes, and they are immediately applied. You can edit text by double-clicking the text that's already on the screen and make your changes, and then again click outside the box to apply the changes to the screen. You can resize and move your text and change the formatting, in this case center justified, anytime that you'd like. The predefined text area allows you to store up to 200 predefined comments that can all be sorted numerically or alphabetically. You simply add a number or a word with 2 dashes after it, and that's how the text will be sorted. To apply the text to the screen, just click and drag it over onto the screen. And again, if you want to modify it, you can do that by changing the font style here. I'll change it to something different. And you can again customize it or personalize it by double-clicking the text and then making your changes. When you get done making your changes, click outside the box and the changes are immediately applied. Let's change that to something a little bit more readable. And again, if it doesn't fit, you can just click and drag the handles to enlarge the text area. To add predefined text, you can either click and start typing, or you can double-click on one of the empty boxes to go into an edit mode, which allows paragraph returns and things like that. It's a good mode if you want to copy and paste text from another application. Then click and drag on the screen, and you're done. Everyone's got a neat trick they can do, and this is one of ours, the new Draw Animation Helper. When you check this option, every drawing that you make on the screen is remembered per frame. To illustrate this, I'm just going to draw a small rounded rectangle. Again, this isn't for instructional purposes, it's just to give you the idea of how this tool works. What I'm doing is, with the drawing object selected, I'm making small changes and advancing the video a couple of frames, and making a couple of additional changes and then advancing the video. And you'll see as I'm building this animation, it's quite simple. I'm just selecting different options, fill, a different transparency, and then advancing the video a little bit. Now again, the critical thing here is to make sure that the drawing object is selected, which is indicated by the green handles. So getting close to the end of this, I'll just get back near where I started. And when you get done with all of your changes, you just click off of the drawing object so it's no longer selected. And as I move back through the swing and just play through it, you'll see that the graphics that I drew per frame are remembered correctly, and it essentially builds animations for you. The Draw Animation Helper requires a little bit of experimentation, but a more straightforward way to assign drawings per frame is to put something on the screen. In this case, I'll put some text on the screen. Notice the text is still selected, that the drawing object is still highlighted, and then I'll click on the Set Start Frame, which is the green icon, to set the start frame for that drawing, and then click on the Stop Frame when I want that drawing to disappear, essentially. And as I play back through the swing, you'll notice that the graphics from earlier are still there, as well as the graphic that I just added, which is just added for those 4 frames. At the top right of the video window is the full screen button, which toggles in and out of full screen mode. And just below that is the bookmark tool. If you know what positions in the swing you like to look for, you can bookmark those particular frames, which allows you to instantly toggle or cycle among those frames. Just below the bookmarks is the Magnify Tool, which allows you to enlarge a specific area of the screen. And this tool is complemented by the Image Enhance option, which is found under the Playback menu. Image Enhance essentially gets rid of a lot of the jaggies and noise that you find around the club or around the player. Just below the Graphics by Frame option is the Set Impact Frame button, which is used to reset the impact position if you notice that it's off. Below that, you've got the Live Video icon, the Playback icon, and the Record Capture icon. The quick swing numbers on the left-hand side are for quickly accessing your most commonly used swings. At the top is a favorites folder where you can store a whole list of swings you commonly use. You just double-click the swing to bring it up on the screen. To get swings into this list on the left, you simply click and drag a swing to the number where you want that swing to appear. Swings are added to the favorites folder in the same way. Now, if instead of dragging a swing all the way over to the left-hand side, you just drag it onto the main playback screen, you get a picture-in-picture window. This is a great way of taking a look at multiple swings, because you can drag as many swings onto the screen as your monitor will fit. And the swings can either be played back individually, or you can click on the gold-colored lock at the top right corner of the windows, effectively locking the swings together from the main playback controls. This way you can play back all your swings at the same time, and they'll all be synced to the impact position.